Welcome back to Life and Style Artistic Tuesday. We are on the last segment of the show. It's spoken out, and I've got two amazing artists here. I've got Dee and the Gudda. I'm going to say that slowly before I say Huda. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Ready to have fun?
Ready.
More than ready.
Dee, you look a bit. Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yeah.
So like we do every Tuesday, you guys are going to go head to head, and guys on Twitter, on Facebook, on IG will decide are they team Gudda or team D? So there I'm just saying Gudda. Gudda. So Dee, do you want to go first? I think ladies first. Ndio maneno.
But men before.
Men before?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Girl power. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got me living in sin. I am vindicated, perishing, escaping these creatures that are creeping in and trying to capture me from within. So what is life for a man like me? They treat me like a thug. There's no love anywhere that I've been. Najaribu to keep it real, but to you I will always be that kid from the dumpsters. The kid who doesn't have anything, because to you, I am the definition of a gangster. So what is life for a kid like me? Ask yourself that question. Let your mind ring. Close your eyes. Give yourself the space to think. Mm-hmm. Each and every day I wake up and ask myself, do I really have the chances of making it in life? Something tells me, you can do it, you're right. But then again, society proves me wrong. Once they know that you're from the ghetto, they don't want to listen to you anymore. I don't know if you can remember, but if you think the Cold War was started by propaganda, I think it's time we watch our words, kabla we make an even more worse blunder. Unachochwa na MP, nimeibiwa kura. Sijui how this will be solved by damu kuvuja. Hata ukiuliza Mudavadi, amani imekuwa cliche. Wewe uko hapo unatupa mawe, saa zile yako Paris. Oh, wanaitanga Paris. Wamelala wanajifunika na maduve. Mtoto wake ako huko bedroom ana dance kwa bad and bougie. Akaangalia nje ya window anaona the Eiffel Tower. Alafu unadhani umsa anakujali. Close your eyes. Give your soul the time to think. He doesn't really care about you. Kitu anataka ni power.
Wow. And this being the election year, I think that message is actually very, very important for people to hear.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for that. Dee?
So this piece is called Change, and I hope you will enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So spare me some change. And yes, I get that this phrase might make you mistake me for a street kid, but that just shows you how hungry and needy we are for someone good to lead. I mean, how many times will you always be on our knees in need and plead? Honestly, I am tired of this drill. This has always been a sour deal, that I have to give up my daughter to become a so that I can pay rent every month. My son, on the other hand, has to bleed to at least illuminate some lamp. But you will roll your eyes and say that it will die down. Why? Because this is just Bamia. And all we hear nowadays is, watoto wa siku hizi, this, the X generation. The doom is already our revelation. Personally, I am tired of this condemnation. And I get that you may say that they do not understand us. Why? Because we are bound in this selfie generation. This is because Instagram has already told you, to use me, darling, you will need to look glam. Without many followers means you have no fam, right? But that's not even right, right? I mean, Boo said to be my MCM, to be my WCW, you need to look a certain shade of light, right? I mean, whatever happened to Black Beauty and the like. But don't get me wrong, right? I'm just here wondering why, right? That when was the last time you actually uploaded pics of you planting trees? All I see is night with my boys, then damn, I got a new pair of heels. Because the things that matter to us most, not matter at all, as long as we abound on knowing who Jay-Z is. We can actually take bullets just to get Yeezys. And I get those are pretty cool kicks, but whatever happened to the original ABCs and XYZs? And you, how many times will you pretend that this YOLO life will never come to an end? This world is already full of blind and mad men. Please spare us the share that you require to lend. Has it ever occurred to you never to tap the lady on your left, but the potential that's in your head? This world is not always about following trend, because no job will take you because you qualify to be good. Take this. Change doesn't come from just anywhere. It comes from the man in the mirror. Thank you.
Oof. Powerful. That was very true. The truth's in there. You know, they're painful,
Yeah.
but they're true. Maybe you can tell us more about that piece and the inspiration behind it.
Okay, that piece, I was told to write about change. So in a certain event I was performing, so the inspiration behind that was that I looked at various aspects that I thought needed change. Like the first verse was about the politics and stuff, how we need change in maybe our leaders and stuff like that. The second one was about the generation at large. Like we are so fixated on things that just don't really matter at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they need change over there. So yeah, that's basically
So they have these people who pack perfect lives on Instagram.
on Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, like,
and
wow.
and yeah, I know, yeah.
How do you compare that to planting trees? You just hit
Yeah, like people don't really put emphasis on things that actually matter, like planting trees and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gudda, what are some of the motivations? Where do you draw your inspirations from for the pieces that you write, and even how to perform them? Because you know, writing them is one thing, but delivery is very key, especially for spoken word. How you deliver has to be unique in a way that I am interested to listen to what you have to say. How do you go about all of that?
In 2007, at Naivasha, I was almost beheaded.
You were in Naivasha then?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I didn't even vote. People were just following someone's quote. And in 2017, it's election year, and people still think it's a joke.
Yeah.
I think it's about time we learn from Rwanda, what happened in Rwanda. We learn from Uganda. We learn from Syria.
Yeah.
Because we take peace very lightly. And without peace, we wouldn't even have this show.
It's true.
Because you'll be locked up in your house.
It's true.
So it's just about time you stop listening to the politician. He doesn't really care about you. All he wants is power.
I liked that line about Mudavadi and Amani. I think Amani is cliche. I hope Mudavadi gets to watch that one. That was very, very interesting. But it's very, very, touching to see young people who are very passionate about big things that are happening to this country, because they keep saying, like you said, watoto wa vijana wa siku hizi, this generation, but now they know we don't want to be called leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, they had that, so it's time to push a message across that they also get to understand that we are not just mediocre, and it starts with us. If you stop being mediocre, then the next person behind you will not be mediocre.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready for round two? Round two?
Yeah.
Head to head? Yeah? Okay, take it away.
I start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
cool.
said.
No problem.
Okay, again I say, they have me living in sin. I am vindicated, perishing, escaping creatures that are creeping in and trying to capture me from within. All they ever did was have me mistaken. Yes, they got me forsaken. But I just want to let you know that you have been forgiven. All I have to do is look up to the lights and say my prayer, and God will have me forgiven. Because he understands, as soon as I was born, I was baptized in dirty water for the kind of life that I was living. So, hakuna mtu alidhania nitawahi make it out alive. I was living in hell. Literally, my life was hell. But look at me now. I can afford a smile. Life ni kitu fani. You can have it one time, the next second imeenda. Si yako, hoko guaranteed. Si kama vile utaenda kwa duka ununue microwave na upewe na warranty. Utalearn how precious something is. Ukikam kucheki mse mwingine akiluzi yake. Kama unadhania ni uongo, enda Mudhurwa. Ulize mse anauza maembe hapo nje. Nyuma yake anacheki mse amekamata ile chapati bigi anameza mate. Nilienda Coast last week. Wakaniambia nipakate. Sikujua ni nini na mimi. Mimi nikienda tu kwa dance floor. Ase wakajua sijaelewa wanamaanisha nini, wakaamua ku take it as a joke on me. Wakanipeleka baharini. Wakaniambia nisimame hapo for 3 hours. Kuna mse ameachilia bottle na message kutoka ile side itakam. By the time nilirealize, nikaona yenyewe mimi ni fala. Ku reflect back on my life, ndio nikajua kumbe sio mimi ndio fala. Unafuata mse anakuambia uende umade mtu, una spill blood of the innocent. At the end of the day, tunasema country yetu ndio incompetent.
Dee, are you ready for the second round?
So this piece is called The Crowd Says. It's basically about what the crowd usually says. The outer voices are what tell you what to do, so I hope you'll enjoy it. The crowd said that we will surely be glad to watch you lose. But you see, even the capstone was a stone the builders refused. Because you should have seen me, I was beaten down and I felt abused, until he noticed me and told me that he will make me into a muse. The crowd also said that you ought to know every verse, every word of Nicki Wayne's latest rap. So you'll make sure you know all the ABCs of that rap. But even a Bible verse to call it a rap. Why? Because they will tell you that is. The crowd also said that you're quite weak. You will back out even before the end of the week. But see, I'm still here and I'm getting more sleek. Because the God I serve, he is never meek. He told me, my child, a dog's boot you will never lick. And I choose to believe. The crowd also said, you'll never amount to anything. But I laughed and I said, the God I serve can give him pretty much anything.
Yep.
Because unlike you, he made everything. So you can mock all you want, but God is always going to be the in thing. And that's just my thing. Thank you.
So you're going to be doing this, eh? Every time we give you a chance. That was very, very interesting. So remember, Team D, Team Gudda, and the hashtag to use is KTN Life and Style. On Twitter, it's KTN Life _style. Same as the Instagram. And on Facebook, it's KTN Life and Style. SMS is 22840. Tuambie ni nani anaweza? Is it Gudda? Is it D? And then tuendelee na conversation sasa. How long have you been doing this?
Actually, I started doing it in 2016.
Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why last year? Like why spoken word? You could write,
Yeah.
and
Actually,
not perform.
I was writing before, so when I just used to write like a hobby and stuff like that, or like when I'm stressed, I just go write. So people in school used to borrow me my notebooks. They're like, could you please help me with your notebook? I'm like, why? Ati, you write so beautifully. So I was like, what? Are you for real? So when I just give them, they're like, Ati, have you thought of doing this like professionally or stuff like that? Like, have you gone extensively? I was like, no, I've never thought of anything like that. So a friend of mine told me you should try spoken word. So I was like, okay, let me just go watch the YouTube videos, see how it's done, then maybe. So one day I'm singing at our church. So people usually normally go there, sing, dance, stuff like that. So I thought, why not do it differently? So that's the first time I performed. It was in church. So people told me, you're really good, you should do this. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been a year.
Yeah,
How has it been?
It's been great. Like, yeah. People have been calling me to come perform in the events, and it really, really humbles me. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Okay. Gudda, how long have you been doing this?
I started taking it seriously this year.
This year.
This year.
What were you doing before? Because your pieces are really good.
I was a songwriter.
Oh.
I just write songs for people. So I just felt like I do something for you, you don't even give me credit. So it's high time I do this for myself.
Okay. Do we know some of the songs?
I'm not allowed
No,
to
you're not.
say.
You're not going to tell. No.
I'm not allowed to
No.
say.
Non-disclosure. No. Okay. So that is the one thing that pushed you to start performing your pieces,
Yeah.
and you don't sing at all. You've never rapped before.
Actually, I am also a rapper and a singer.
Oh, can we hear something? Look at the way I just went into Come on, Gudda, you can give us something.
I rap mostly, not singing mostly.
Okay, we can hear a rap, no problem.
So it's a cold world, don't stress me. And you having cool thoughts, don't sweat me. But you flexing and you chasing. Right after the money ain't got what you want, so there ain't nothing funny, but it all lies upon your hands. Just release that power from within. And where you are is where you begin. And what's inside's what's never seen. And everyone don't want to believe that I'm only human and everybody else is screwed up. And so it's like I'm living my life on a quicksand, jelly for a hand, but helping there. People just standing there, oh, people just stand and stare. People that claim to truly care, but they know even life ain't fair. And so I'm reaching for stress gun, aiming for the sky, I got red flares. And I ain't gonna give up now. I'm the man, I'm the beast on the ground. I'm a tandit. I run, I'm obtaining a step ball equilibrium like a circle play karma. What goes around doesn't have to come back round.
Hey, Lord. Okay, I hope you didn't stop doing that because I think you're really good.
Yeah, I do both.
You do both?
Yeah, I do everything.
That's good. That's really, really good. You've got those hidden ones you want to show us? No? Like talent tuko chini, no? No. It's spoken word. Hapo ndo tumefika. So what do you intend to do with your spoken art, the spoken word that you perform? What is that ultimate thing that you really want or hope to achieve?
Okay, the dream that I have
Yeah.
is like, you see, internationally I look up to a guy called Sulibrix. He's just a very powerful spoken word artist. And what he does is like he makes albums of his spoken word, like he creates a concert and stuff like that. You see like Rihanna and stuff like that, imagine, not for spoken, for spoken word. So my dream is to like hear people say like, are you going to this concert and stuff like that? Like tickets are sold out and stuff like that. Yeah, because, okay, what I think is, like, words can really change a person, yeah? So that's what I build upon, like, I can change someone. Yeah, basically that's my dream.
Okay, Gudda.
Yes, when I change the world, when I make a difference in my society.
All right.
Actually, I'm starting a foundation sometime next year or late this year. It's called Music Outreach Foundation. Basically, I want us to use music and poetry and art to reach out to kids in the society and ask them to pursue education. Wow. Because trust me, education is the key to everything. Once you're educated, someone can take away your house, they can take away everything that you have, but they can never take away your intellectual power.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Joyo maneno ya intellectual power, D. Twende kazi.
Oh, the next piece?
Yes.
I'm the first one.
No.
Okay. So this piece, it's about a really passionate girl, and I hope you will enjoy. Okay. So they laughed when she said that she has been to hell and back. She couldn't blame them. They said such a pretty face with so many laughs couldn't afford so many scars. But you see, she had receipts to prove this. She had vouchers in which she tried to buy this happiness with. You see, when she was a little girl, she traded apples in place of candy because in her mind, she thought that maybe this would get them to like me. But when this failed, she fell out of line. And in most days, she was never fine. And even not poetic words or a bunch of silly tunes would help her clouded mind. You see, back in middle school, a pretty face didn't mean anything if you didn't get the following of 1 + 2. So he beat her up when she said that she couldn't get the circumference of a circle or two. But you see, circumference only made sense to her when she thought about what everything goes around must come back around too. So she said that one day she will sit at a table of two and this man will ask for a drink or two. See, I've never met any poet, any deep writer who hasn't been down in the gutter. So I don't blame this girl, I blame her emotional abduction. And that's why I always tell my friends that it's only beautiful souls that are going to be the remedies to our malfunctions. Thank you.
I forgot. I started clapping. Gudda?
So naona nimewekewa red carpet. Actually na feel presidential. Trust me, nikijisikia kesho naweza nikakuwa president. In our country, your bank statement determines the common sense you make. Hawajali about your credentials. Nakumbuka nikiulizwa, that's how you want to go down with it. Trust me, nimeona watu wengi making bread from thugging, but now wako 6 feet undergrounding. Watch your words, watch your words. What you say can never be undone. Echoes of the words last said to me by my pops as he was serving his nation with this passion as a cup. But he was abandoned by his captain behind enemy lines as he was shot, tortured, and murdered. Gati services abused. And during his funeral, my mother was shot dead by a stray bullet during the 21-gun salute. So now I'm staring at my sisters, tears flowing down their eyes. My soul in regrets of our child's innocence could have been abused. We are revoking their rights to a happy living. So now I am constantly reading because I was told words can take me to a point where actions could never reach me.
You have a way of just leaving us wanting more. You know, like I just want to hear more.
Thanks.
Okay, that was really good, and I'm sure Twitter is ablaze. So remember, it's Team Gudda and Team D. Hashtag is KTN Life, and so let us know who's making it for you, who's making it happen for you this morning. And final words before we close the show, because we're almost doing that, D.
Final words.
You know, those ones when you feel inspired, and this is where you unleash.
Yeah. So what I would like to say is that no one should tell you how to express your own art.
Oh, wow, that's true. That is so true.
Yeah.
Gudda?
Just express yourself. Jesus had haters, Osama had friends.
Lord, and on that note, we come to the end of the show. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the show today. And we're going to be doing this all over again next week on Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. That means it's Relationships Wednesday. So pick your notebook and be ready to hear some juice. Kesha and Pastor Chris. As for us, it's Kwaheri Kwaheri. Have a beautiful day. Adios.